on to the fruit first protocol. I honestly don't like the word protocol. It's a little bit, ugh. But this is what I do to get through my day on fruit only for the breakfast and lunch portion of my day. And it works really well. And I think this is actually a tactic people use when they do their sugar fasting to honestly get through their whole day. That's not something I'm interested in doing because I don't need to go there. I am already lean enough. I might want to tighten up a tiny bit, but I don't need to just eat fruit all day. I'm not there. I'm not in that season of life. So this is the plan that has gotten me to do this a little bit more successfully lately. And it's a mindset shift. It's a mindset shift. You have to think of it as more of a fast. And I know some people who have been doing Raw Till 4 for a long time. They do this kind of more intuitively, and it wasn't obvious to me for a very long time. So you start your day with juice or maybe a glass of smoothie, and it doesn't have to be big. It's just enough to kind of like pick you up, kind of reminds me of having your first morning coffee of the day for anybody who can relate as a coffee drinker in the past. So you have your juice, and then when hunger hits, you then have some fruit, and it can be whole fruit. So lately I've been eating a lot of watermelon, and it's a normal small portion. It's not a big whole watermelon. It's not even a half watermelon. I have a normal portion, a bowl of it, and it usually gets me full and I'm good to go. But I mean, eat as much as you need. I know I don't need that much. And that'll usually carry me all the way into the afternoon. And that's when I'll have my big, bulky smoothie bowl. And if you've ever seen my smoothie bowls, I shred 2 to 3 carrots, and that's the base of my bowl. And then I'll put a 3 banana with some extra frozen fruit thrown in there smoothie. So it's a bulky smoothie. And I just layer that on top. Depending on how my day is going, there might be some oats in there, or there might even be plant-based yogurt. So, but you don't need either of those. You can just keep it to fruit and vegetable. So that's how I start my day, and surprisingly, that gets me to, the afternoon, even to maybe even the 4 o'clock time frame. That's not what I'm trying to go for. I just eat until, or I don't eat until I get hungry, and it works well for me because honestly, I don't get that excited about fruit unless it's really juicy, really exciting, like really like in season, delicious fruit. It doesn't really excite me. And I think that's the difference in the Raw Till 4 mindset and the sugar fast mindset. One is just you're doing it because you've got a goal, and the other is they make it sound like it's the most delicious thing you're ever gonna do. And while I love my smoothie bowl, sometimes it just doesn't hit the same way as a burrito bowl or something else. It could be anything else. It's just, I find that the fruit first does help you feel better, and it certainly leans you out a lot better. And it keeps you kind of on task. Sometimes it can be faster too, unless you're doing something extravagant like the bowl I was saying. But I will be putting up my chart, and it's probably been here this whole time. And you just give it a try. Let me know if you've been failing on doing fruit first all day. Maybe give this mindset shift a change and give this a try, and play around with it. It doesn't have to be exactly how I do it. It's just I've noticed that the people who do it successfully kind of do it like this. So if that's something you need, give it a shot and let me know how it goes.